So I get a bunch of DMs about, you know, Mo, why aren't you putting camera-related topics on your YouTube? Or why don't you talk about cinematography on your YouTube? Because, I mean, you are a photographer and a cinematographer as well as a director. I mean, I do kind of hold all these titles because I've done all these different things, right? And on my Instagram, I do, you know, post all of my work there, as well as my Vimeo, where you can go check out music videos or commercials or anything else I've shot, right? I kind of made YouTube for me to kind of, you know, put my brand out there, and I like tech. So I figured I would, you know, upload my tech-related videos and show the different tech that I like. And I know YouTube is a great community for just whatever you want it to be. Like if you're really into Smurfs, I'm sure you could type in Smurfs and a whole community of Smurfs will pop up on YouTube. I mean, YouTube is just, that's why it's incredible, because no matter what you're into and no matter what you like, you can probably find it on YouTube. Maybe not some X-rated stuff, but other than that, you can probably find it on YouTube. So I figured I would just talk about the stuff I love. But I do love camera-related things, and I do love talking about cinematography as well. So I figured, why not dedicate a day for my tech? So why not dedicate Tuesday for it and call it Tech Tuesday? Sound good? Should we do a Tech Tuesday? Let's do a Tech Tuesday. So from now on, we got Tech Tuesday. And then maybe I'll dedicate other days for cinematography, photography, whatever else. Maybe I'll throw some vlogs in there. Maybe I'll just make the whole channel just whatever, right? Because I don't really want to make another channel, but I would love for my channel to be my channel and just have a great time doing it. So we'll dedicate Tuesdays for Tech Tuesdays. And let's do it. It's Tech Tuesday. So what better way to introduce Tech Tuesday than with a Model 3? So everybody, this is my buddy Corey. He just brought me my Tesla.
I think you mean my Tesla?
So your wife said I couldn't have it?
I said you can't have it.
Well, now this was awkward.
But I tell you what, in honor of your first Tech Tuesday, I'll let you take it for a drive.
That works for me. Guys wanna go on a drive? Let's do it. So guys, this is honestly my first time in a Tesla. I've seen them. I've seen Corey's Tesla before, but I've actually never been in it and rode around in it. So this is my first experience with a Tesla. And if this is your first experience with a Tesla, I'll bring you along with me. Let's roll.
You ready?
Yep, let's do it. Oh, definitely wasn't expecting that. That definitely caught me off guard. I know I've seen videos of like people reacting to these Teslas, but like that definitely caught me off guard. I was not expecting that at all. Like that was not made up, I promise. It actually felt like, you know, okay guys, so that felt like if you ever been on a roller coaster and shoots off first and then it goes up the hill, that's exactly what it felt like when we just did that. That thing is fast, man. It was like 0 to 60 in like 2.7 seconds or something like that.
It's almost as good as coffee.
Yeah. Or it's almost as good as, I can imagine what like shooting off in a rocket, like a you know, like a space rocket would be.
Yeah.
So the reason why I wanted to shoot this car for Tech Tuesday is because it is all tech. I mean, Tesla is all tech from the ground up. Everything about this car is tech, from the batteries to the big giant screen in this car to
Full self-driving
to everything being automated, and you even get updates like you would in your phone on this car. And this is Corey self-driving, which is kind of scary, but I'll trust it.
That's true. For some people, like their first autopilot experience, they don't believe it. Like, so no input, no nothing. It will prompt me every few seconds, depending on how fast we're going, for input on the wheel, as I should always have my hands on the wheel.
Will it stop by itself? Let's see.
Absolutely will, yeah.
And his foot is not on the brake, I promise. I'm watching it. And it did. It stopped by stuff. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I would trust that feature just yet, but that was pretty cool. Like, it stopped by stuff and noticed when it got close to the car. And also it's maintaining the speed limit of the road too. So I think that's pretty cool. It knows the speed limit of the road, and it's actually maintaining the speed limit of the road. Self-driving, people, this is definitely next level. If you see me with a Tesla soon, this is why. You can blame Corey.
You're welcome.
If I don't have a home and a place to live, but I own a Tesla, he's the reason.
We can hop on the interstate, and I can show you what like true full self-driving is.
Okay.
With lane changes and taking exits and all that.
So as far as the driving experience in this car, like what other than the self-driving, what's one of your other favorite features of this car?
It is generally like a really smooth drive. So our Model 3 is a dual motor, long range. So it's got tons of torque. It actually has a motor in the front and a motor in the rear. So it's...
Oh, did it detect the car that was...
Oh, yeah. It'll
Yo,
show.
that is dope. Like, it sees the cars that surround... Like, this car next to us is that, obviously, and the car in front of us is, the cars in front of us right now.
It's showing us the intersection. It shows us where the stop strip is, so the lights have turned green.
And then he's back to self-driving. That is crazy. I didn't mean to cut you off, but when I seen the car come up on the side and then I realized there was a car next to us, that was super dope. But anyway, you were talking about some of your favorite features other than the self-driving.
Yeah, other than the self-driving, like that's obviously a big one. And the entire reason I wanted a Tesla was simply for the technology of self-driving. But it is a super smooth ride overall. Plenty of torque, plenty of power, like when you need to get up and go. But it's still very much like a sleeper-looking car.
Yeah.
But you got plenty of acceleration.
And it has a lot of acceleration. Every time he pulls off, I feel every bit of it. And good brakes. Very good brakes. I don't know if you guys can see my face right now, but this is not like me playing. This is like, you just feel your stomach go up in your chest and then it drops back down.
We'll navigate on autopilot. So we put in an address. I'll start autopilot. And so now it'll show us our route. And if we were going to change lanes, if there was an intersection we needed to maybe split to a different interstate, it would handle all that. But so I can put on my blinker. It will change lanes automatically for us. And then our exit, we're about a mile away, and we'll need to be in that right lane to actually take the exit to the Best Buy. So when we get a little bit further ahead, you'll see it'll notate that we need to be in that lane. It uses all the cameras to check, puts on the blinker for me. I confirm. It makes the lane change, and now we're coming up on the exit, so it'll take the exit for us as well.
Nice. So question, I know that you can buy this car with autopilot right out of Tesla's factory, right?
Yep.
But if you don't buy autopilot, is that something that you can add later? Is that just a software update?
It is a software update. They actually can do it over the air, and you can buy it after the fact. It is cheaper to buy it at the time of purchase of the vehicle.
Yeah.
But you could absolutely pay for it after the fact.
Nice. I'm not gonna lie, this is super dope. Like, I drive a Camry, so it's nothing special about my Camry. So sitting in this car versus just my Camry is like next level. But this is the reason why I want one of these, because I feel like Tesla is like, they're game changing and they're really leading the industry right now. Yes, there's a lot of EV companies coming out, but Tesla's just way far ahead of anything that they're doing. And I own Tesla stock, so I get to see all of the news and updates that come out anytime that Tesla does anything. So, and every time I look at my stock and I read the news about this, it's just like, man, it makes me want one. And then of course I watch all the videos on them, especially the P100D. Like, love that car. But Tesla, man, I don't care which one you go with. Tesla is an awesome company to have. Well, it's an awesome car to have. Let me say that. All right, so what are we looking at here?
So some of the other features, just like for charging, we can go in, and if we wanted to take a road trip, we could run the total charge limit all the way to the max and get close to 300 miles. I think on our car it's like 289, 290, something like that. But they also recommend, obviously, just like any battery, you don't always want to fully charge and fully discharge just to keep the battery healthy. So you can actually set like your daily averages for charging, and it'll only charge up to that max, which is a pretty convenient feature just to be able to monitor battery life and things like that. So we normally keep it right around here. And then you can see where our current charge is. We have 148 miles of charge left. You can also see the last time I supercharged in Nashville, it cost me $1.87 for like a 20-minute charge, 15-minute charge. And then you had a couple charging options. Obviously, we talked about superchargers. There's a travel charger that every Tesla comes with to be able to plug in. Like if you're somewhere without a supercharger or a Tesla charger, you can plug that into like a dryer outlet is what most people would.
So is that those moments where people run out of gas and then you have that,
Yeah. You
especially
can plug it into a wall, like just a regular, like 120 outlet.
Oh, nice. Cool.
It charges super slow. Like you'd have to plug that in overnight and you'd only get a few miles, but it would hopefully get you where you
But you do have some kind of option to where if you ran out completely, that you would be able to.
Worst case scenario, because there's regenerative charging, like through the braking system, there are videos where people have towed their Tesla behind a pickup truck and regeneratively charged enough by just dragging it along the road.
Nice.
To be able to get a few extra.
Before I had those two cars, I had a hybrid Camry. And the way that you would charge that battery is through the regenerative brake. So I did learn about that. And then it had those moments to where, like, if you wasn't driving over a certain speed limit, that it would, actually the car was really quiet. By the way, I didn't mention this. This car is extremely quiet. Like even driving is really quiet. But when I would drive my Camry, it would be like to a certain extent, it would be really quiet. Even starting it was really quiet. You didn't even hear the engine kick on. But this is on a whole nother level. Like this is like my Camry on like steroids, and then some, like, for real. That this is even the tech in this car, like the screen, the charging, like everything about this car is just. It's just next level. They've really thought it out. They've really put some time and effort into this car. And I mean, Elon Musk is just, this dude is an innovator, because I'm in this car, and to think that this is the Model 3, like this is not even the X or the Model S. Like I can only imagine what those cars are like, because I'm already in love with the Model 3. Like if I had to choose a Tesla today, it would probably be the Model 3. All right, so the screen looks fantastic. Can you go over a few features for me? So, oh wow, so you can watch Netflix in the car.
Straight in the car.
Can you only do this when the car is stopped?
Yeah, only when it's parked can you stream Netflix, Hulu, all those things.
So how is the actual internet in this car?
We pay, I forget what the monthly fee is, but we pay monthly for 5G connectivity.
Gotcha. And is it pretty quick? Is it decent?
Yeah, it's pretty quick. Let's see
Gotcha.
how quick we can get into.
Oh, nice. It's full screen. So this screen size is probably the equivalent of having like a 12.9 inch like iPad Pro, or is it bigger?
It's pushing a little over 15 inches.
Oh, nice. And is this the only screen in this whole car?
It is. Yep. Everything to control the vehicle is all on here. So you got navigation, always visible, all the info about the car, controls, things like that, all right here. You can get right into all the different controls and locks and autopilot settings.
So you can control the whole entire car with this.
Everything you do is done on the screen here, with the exception of the hazard lights.
Gotcha. So can you start the car from the screen?
It's technically always running.
It's always running.
Yeah.
Okay. What's another cool feature about the screen that we can look at other than entertainment? Can you play any games, or can you?
Oh yeah, we've got, again, as long as we're parked, we got a toy box full of all kinds of things. My daughter's favorite is emissions mode.
So has she ever got anybody with that?
All the time. Sketch pads, Mars. We can actually turn our navigation into a Mars rover.
Into a Mars rover. That's pretty cool.
So, sketch pad, tracks. If you want to lay down some beats.
Dang, so for the
parked.
producers out there, you could actually make a beat as you wait. And these are the things that you use while your car is supercharging, right?
Yep, so if you're charging, if you're sitting in a car wash, parked in a drive-through, whatever. Just the vehicle has to be parked.
Nice. You gonna make us a beat real quick?
No, I'm definitely not. Romance. We can get a little cozy.
So this is the mood where you take your special person to a.
And I don't know if you noticed, but it's blowing a little warmer.
Oh wow!
Too.
I didn't even notice that.
You get a little heat coming out.
So you could take your special person on a mountaintop and
get a little warm.
This is pretty nice. What
and
about
all the media features? So it comes with streaming built in.
Nice.
Spotify.
Is it Spotify built in?
Spotify's built in.
Can you use Apple Music on here?
You can from your phone, but there's no Apple CarPlay.
Gotcha.
No CarPlay.
And how do you go about downloading apps?
There are no additional apps.
Okay.
Everything is built in.
So everything is already built in. And as far as updates, does Tesla just send updates?
Yep, they come pretty frequently depending on the level of hardware that you have. So we have the full self-driving everything available. So we're still on Mars. So we can see all the latest. Anytime we get an update, we get all the release notes. We can go back and see previous release notes. Everything's all.
That is really cool.
Let's get back to Earth. But we just got an update yesterday. It was just some bug fixes and some other stuff.
And does this run Google Maps automatically?
I believe all their nav is based off of TomTom.
TomTom. Oh dang! I haven't seen TomTom in a long time.
I forget. I think it's Navtech. Let's see. At one point I remember calling in and saying like, "Hey, there's a road that's definitely closed," and they directed me to like a TomTom map correction form.
Nice.
To be able to provide feedback, but it stays like it's always updated. Traffic is included.
Nice. All right, so we're gonna test the summon feature now, and neither one of us in the car. I promise. There's Corey, and I'm obviously holding the camera. So
there's two different versions of summon. The first is just forwards and reverse. So if you're in a tight parking spot, if you have a tight garage, whatever, you can just easily pull it in and out. So if I just hold down reverse, pretend there are two cars parked too close to me, you can just back it out of the spot. Nice and easy, with just enough room for us to be able to hop in. And similarly, if we wanted to be able to pull it in and park in a tight spot, we obviously have summon forward and just pull in nice and gently.
And this is about the average speed that it's going to go?
Yep. Just forward and reverse summon, this is about all you get. Which
I mean, that's fine because you want it to be for safety.
Yeah. And it's safe enough, like it knows that's as far forward as it needs to go. It won't let me drive it any further forward.
Gotcha. And if let's say something happened to walk in front of it, would it stop?
It would absolutely stop, okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. So we stepped over to see if we could actually bring the car to us. And now this is interesting. I've been wanting to see this in person, so we're gonna see if we can get the car to us.
So we select where we're at. And then I can obviously shift it around a little bit to adjust if I need to. And then press and hold to go to the target. And then you can see the car backing out, and I can see the track that it plans to take within the app. And I continue to hold it down so as the car pulls around. Obviously, I would want to keep my eyes on it to make sure it's safe.
I like how I avoid the trash can though.
Yeah. It'll avoid curbs, people, trash cans, other cars.
I think that is so dope how like the steering wheel in there is like turning and everything. That is like insane. And as you see, nobody in it, and it came right to us. That's insane, man.
So great, like if you're at the supermarket, at the mall, and let's say it's pouring down rain, and you had to park on the far side of the parking lot. As long as you can walk out and see your vehicle to be able to maintain safety, you can have it pull right up to you and just a few steps away.
So we're gonna hop back in the car and oh yeah, this way. I'm still a rookie, guys. So down in the comments, leave me a comment about what you thought about the self-driving feature, or what you thought about the Summit feature. I think to me, the coolest feature had to be the self-driving and the Summit feature. Again, I think Tesla's just next level, and they're just so far out ahead of anything else that anybody else is doing right now. And I know I've said that before, but like, you have to experience, if you've never experienced a Tesla before, like, you have to experience to understand the excitement and what I feel about this car. Like, this car is just, it's the one, man. It's the one. I think my next car will be this. After a house, I promise. I'm gonna buy a house first. But then after this, I'm probably gonna get a Tesla. That's probably gonna be my move, my next move. I don't know if it's gonna be the X or the Model Y or what, but it's definitely gonna be a Tesla. It's probably gonna be a Model 3 though. That pretty much does it for this video. If you have any more questions about the Tesla and what it can do, I'm gonna link Corey's Instagram as well as his YouTube channel in the description below, so you guys can go over and check his work out. He's an amazing director as well as photographer, and he does a lot of work in the cinematography world. So if you guys want to know anything about that lane, definitely go over to his channel, subscribe. All his social medias, honestly. I'm gonna make sure I put his social medias and anything important he wants me to let you guys know down in the description. As well as if you would like to see anything else about his Tesla, maybe I can get him out again and show you anything else that you guys would like to see. But for now, that is all. I am signing out. Again, thank you, Corey, for letting me use your Tesla.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for hanging out.
Hopefully he gives it to me one day. Maybe he'll make millions and just say, hey, Mo, you can have this one, and then I'll be good to go. But until then, this is all I have. I appreciate you guys for checking out the video. If you stuck around to the end, I'm going to do a giveaway. So once I hit that 150 mark, I'll definitely be giving something away. It won't be a Tesla Model 3. I wish. Maybe one day. Maybe get me up to 1 million subscribers and maybe we can do that. But beyond that, I'm out. Until the next video, until the next Text Tuesday. Peace. Look.